Hello there guys, my name is Circular's Cat and today I'm going to show you spy cosmetic sets. And first off I want to say that this video took me really long time to do because I had to make it for 2 days straight. And second thing is that following sets are not placed in any particular order. They're just, I like them all, so I just put them all into the video. With that said, enjoy. At our number one, okay, not number one, but first spot, first mentioned, is the Spy Dictator. He looks a bit like a gendarme from France from 90s and 80s, but he's supposed to look like that. This mustache, as you could see, is a bit Stalin-like because it's the Dictator. This is how it's called. So yeah, it's my favorite set. I use it almost all the time because I have it in game and I know how it looks like. It looks just beautiful. I definitely recommend this. The only downside is the price. As you can see, it's pretty high, but don't worry, next are a bit cheaper. Alright, moving on. Next one is the Blood Banker, and this is one of my all-time favorite sets. I used it for a really long time, then I moved over to my older sets, which will be mentioned later, but they are a bit more expensive, so that's why they will be later. But the Blood Banker is relatively cheap. The name of the set comes from the cosmetic that Spy wears in the set, which is of course the Blood Banker. And because it's relatively cheap set, because of the really cheap misc, the most expensive thing that costs 6 rev.22 is actually the hat, which is the fedora, which is kind of strange because in any other set the hat is the cheapest component, but in this one is special. This one has the most expensive hat because it's 6.22 and it's a hat that you cannot buy from Mango store, which makes it more expensive on backpack.tf. Alright, next on we got the After Dark Spy. Now this cosmetic set I personally never used and I found out about it when making this video and Source Filmmaker clips for it. But I must say it looks just perfect. I was looking for good mustache for After Dark and the hat of cards for a really long time, and I finally found it, and this is Mustachioned Man. And I must say that this set isn't that actually so expensive as it may look. It looks like a bit expensive set. I would say like 15 ref or 12, depends, but it's actually really cheap because it costs about 4.88 rev. I don't know how prices may change in the future, but for now it's approximately 5 rev. And look at it, it's not 5 rev. It doesn't look like 5 rev. Alright, moving on, we got the Spy Colonist, or rather just British Colonist, and this set I came up with like 2-3 days ago, and I use its really cool variant on Medic, which looks just great, but on the Spy it looks also great, but not as great as on Medic without the Distinguished Rogue. There's a way better cosmetic for Medic, that's why he looks way better, but this still looks really good, and I'm surprised that these two cosmetics go well. Right, moving on, we got the French Gentleman Spy. Now, I wanted the set since I launched up the game. It's the set that I wanted since I looked at TF2, and I must say, I just love it. I cannot resist. Back in the day, this mustachioned man was only for one class, and that was Medic. And I didn't imagine the Spy having a mustache, but I imagined him wearing the coat and the hat, and I just love the look of it. And now you can add him a mustache, which adds to the set just so much. I just love it. There's no reason to not like this set. It's just beautiful. Alright, before the next set, I must say you that the cheap ones has ended. These were all the cheap ones that I had. Next can be really expensive. So without further ado, let's go. So the next set is the 19th century spy. Now hear me out, this set is really expensive. It's over a key worth of items, but I think it's worth that price. The thing that makes this set so expensive is the Misk, the Lady Killer, which costs 15 rev. It's almost as much as the first cosmetic set that I reviewed on this video. So in comparison, you can get for this one cosmetic almost, I think, better set for the price of one Misk. So right, if you like this more than the first one, just buy it if you want. I mean, I would buy it if I would have enough refined to do this, but I don't have, so I don't buy it because I think I got better set. Anyway, it looks really good. It's like enhanced version of the last set, and yeah, if you like it, just buy it. You know, if you have enough refined to waste, if you have a free key, then you just can buy it. You know, if you like it. All right, this next set is the Spy Pilot. This was my first set that I had, like completed. Without these glasses, of course, because they are really expensive. I would say that almost 90% of the cost of this cosmetic set is just the oculars, the glasses. Why? Because they're avatars painted black, which are really expensive. But hear me out, they are multi-class, so you can use it on any class you want and with any other set, so it's like really good purchase. So if you want this set, go on, you can buy it. I really like it. Who knows, if I will be rich, maybe one day I will use it. If I will be rich, of course, because I'm not. Next on, we got the Wraith Fortress Spy. Now, I don't take any credit for making this set. All credit goes to Crazy Halo, who created it in his first Wraith Fortress video. And I really like the looks of it. It's just like the rapper spy, like the one that goes and fights everybody in rap battles. A really cool set. He looks more like a cool kid than a spy, but I still like the combination of the Brotherhood of Arms, Avatars, and the Dead of Night. And I can safely say that this set is the most expensive set out of them all, ranging above 4 keys. I think it's about 5 keys, I haven't checked it yet, but it's really expensive. And if you really want this look of a spy, you can go with it, but it's really expensive due to the paint. And I can't paint sometimes in these prices too, so beware. So the next one is like the General Spy, let's call it General Spy. And this set consists of Eye Catcher, Bill's Hat, and the Lurking Legionary. Anyway, I think this set looks really cool, cosmetics go together, and the eye patch adds a bit to Spy's personality of a person who likes the risk, because as we know, the spy goes to the back of the enemy just to give them a nice little hug with his knife right in the back. So yeah, I think this set suits the spy pretty well, but it's pretty expensive due to the Bill's Hat. Alright, next on our list is the Big Boss Spy. Remember, I have never played Metal Gear Solid before, so I don't know, is it a big boss or is it a snake? Anyway, he looks really similar to the main characters from the Metal Gear Solid franchise, and it was my main set since the Gunmetal update to Mayflower update, which was quite frankly not that long ago. And I can say only one thing, that it's great, it looks great, it's just everything that good set needs. Alright guys, that will be the end for today. This video took me 3 days to make and I'm really tired. I don't want to make this video anymore, so yeah, I hope you enjoyed and see you next time.